Today we're going to be talking about some of the most common scams you encounter every day, and I'm going to give you the power to overcome them. I'm Steve, this is TQA Weekly, and the internet is a treasure trove of information accessible at your fingertips, but it is also a dangerous place to navigate. So I'm going to give you a lot more information, and information is in fact power. We're going to start off with phishing, which I have talked about before. It is incredibly common. One of the most common methods is by email. It's not the only way, but normally you can get things like supposed account lockdowns from Netflix or banks supposedly locking your account sent by email, and they'd ask you to log in. Well, that will bring you to a fake website that will take all of your information and use it against you. The second one, which is basically like phishing, it's probably phishing, is the text message scams, which are pretty much the same thing. It's usually them saying that your Amazon, your Netflix, or your bank account is locked, and they want you to click a link inside of the text message. In both cases, don't click the link and completely avoid them. These are both scams. The third one is typo squatting scams. Now, we all know how to type, at least I think we do, and it is going to happen that you will mistype an address into the address bar. Well, when that happens, sometimes it takes you to a completely identical website that is fake. This is why we don't just tell you to look for the lock sign to say that it is secure. We also say, make sure the domain name is correct. That way you know you're not on a fake website. But to combat this for a really long time, a lot of companies have been buying these errored domains whenever possible. They can't always do it. So whenever they're able to and they have the funds to do it, they do buy many of these typo domains so that you don't get accidentally scammed. The fourth one I want to talk about is social networking questions and answer scams. Now, I know this is normally related to Facebook, but Facebook's not the only place. So whenever you encounter these quizzes asking you what's your first car, first pet, and whatever, those kinds of quizzes can be used against you. You see, some of these questions are the same questions you use as security questions, and this is how they can penetrate into your account and gain access and basically defraud you out of a lot of money. So whenever you see these kinds of quizzes, no matter whether it's on Facebook or anywhere else, where they're asking questions and answers that are basically relating to things like your first pet, first car, first anything, do not answer them, because you're likely to get scammed. And the last one, which I basically combined together, fake software and fake software updates. Normally related to antiviruses, but it can be anything. These are normally pop-ups that show up on websites, or advertisements that show up on websites, or even inside of applications that try to trick you into buying things that you don't actually need. And they do this so that you will basically give them all the money that they want. It is a scam. Do not fall for this. The crazy thing is that all of your applications are able to self-updates, and in many cases even able to tell you if your account balance is basically at zero or needs to be paid. So don't fall for this. Always go to the application itself to make sure. And there is no way in hell that any of these applications are going to use a pop-up in a web browser to notify you. So just keep that in mind. So I want you to like this episode if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think can benefit from this, and there are a lot, and leave your comments down below. And if you have any questions, comments, and suggestions for topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com, or go to my website, tqaweekly.com, where you can see show notes on this episode, past others, find other ways of subscribing, and use the contact form to email me directly. And as of next week, you will no longer have the video podcast available from my website, only the audio podcast, because all the videos are already available on YouTube. And of course, if you want to see me play video games, go to twitch.tv/zaxis1981, where I play every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. And this time I will be playing Sniper Elite 3. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.